Welcome everyone to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we got a couple things to go over in the news section and a new 10 times event for the weekend. But first I wanted to go over the privilege pack. So I play the game on my phone all the time, but when I record the videos, I record them on my PC. And I noticed that the privilege pack is only available on Plarium Play. So it says, get this pack for 10 days of awesome items. You got 3 Void Shards, 3 Epic Skill Tomes, 4 Ancient Shards, 1 Legendary Skill Tome, 14 Energy Refills, 20 Multi-Plays. You got 6 4-star chickens, 1,150,000 silver for 25 bucks USD. So this comes actually over the course of, what is it, 10 days. So don't get it all at once. And it's only available on the PC. So if you guys want this pack, I don't even know how, it ranks out with all the other ones. We got the mini mix pack. It's a very similar price with very similar items. So it seems to be a little bit different, maybe a little bit better in terms of value. But it's only available on Plarium Play. So make sure if you guys want that, you go get that. Go to the news section. We have Operaden Clanfather Fragment event. We got the schedule. We also have a new update for Shadowkin. We got the Chaos Ore. And then we also have Super Raids. So we got a new Super Raid schedule. We have Spider's Den, which is open right now. We have Dragon Slayer's Next, Fire Knight's Castle, and Ice Golem's Peak, starting on the January 17th. Through the 20th through the 23rd, 24th to the 27th, and the 27th to the 30th. Go over to Operaden Clanfather. We already went over the 7 new champions release. Go check out the previous video if you guys want to go over those ones. Let's take a look at their actual character designs, though. Dude, they look dope. They sure as hell do. All right, go over the news here. So go down to the actual schedule itself. The events, we have a Summon Rush from January 28th through the 31st, 20 fragments. Champion Training Event, January 17th through 21, 10 fragments. Dungeon Divers Event, 3 of them. We have 3 Artifact Enhancement Events. And I have an Artifact Enhancement video. Make sure you guys go check that out so you guys can save some silver. We got tournaments, Champion Chase Tournament, Champion Training Tournament, Dragon Tournament, Ice Golem Tournament, Fire Knight, the usual. We got 2 Classic Arena Takedowns. Okay, let's go check out where the fragments are at. That's what's important, right? We got 20 fragments for the Champion Chase, 20 fragments for the Summon Rush. Make sure you pay attention to those dates, 21st to 24th, and 28th to 31st. So 20, 10, another 10, that's 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 100. We've got 115 total. Okay, each tournament will also award an extra 5 fragments to players who place first and second on the leaderboard. Each person can get up to 155 fragments in total if they can top the leaderboard, so you can choose which events and tournaments to take part in. Note, events and tournaments start and finish for everyone at the same in-game time. Make sure you plan accordingly. Check the events or tournaments window to see exactly what time an event ends in your local time zone. You can also check the events times table on our forum by tapping the details button below. Happy summoning. Alright, so that seems to be the deal. We're going to have to summon an event on a couple of these. Make sure you're paying attention to your resources. Go over the 10 times event real quick. All right, so we have a 10 times event for the Shadowkin faction. We have the Shadowkin crypts just opened up, so if you guys need to gear up for the Shadowkins, that's what's going to be available this weekend. We have Ginzen, Kyuku, and Rio are going to be the 3 legendaries available. I believe we have Burangiri and Gimbo, as well as Taragi. So Taragi, Burangiri paired with Ginzen and Kyuku, and then for the Voids we have Gimbo and we have Rio. Let's go over them real quick. Ginzen, Speed Demon, master of speed, turn meter control, and just hitting. He's got an A1 with 3 times, so it's 3-time turn meter fill on this one. He has the decrease defense on the AoE, which is very nice for the actual Shadowkin faction crypt, but there's a lot of people that do that in the game. Definitely at least 1 for every faction. We have the attack. 1 enemy will ignore unkillable buffs and shield buffs. So, pretty hard hitter DPS type here. Has the passive skill. Kyuku, amazing tank. I would say S tier tank in the game. I actually, as you can see, I'm lucky enough to have her. She has the weaken on the A1, which can hit up to 4 times. We have the decrease attack, and if the decrease attack is already on the enemies, it turns into an HP burn. This is attacks all enemies AoE. Then we have ally protection with a 3-turn block damage, which is actually kind of like a 2-turn since you have the extra turn afterwards. And then you have the passive, which is like Seekers, where she gets hit, heals everybody, and then gets increased defense for everybody. So really amazing hero. I love her for actually the Hydra. Rio, another one, amazing for many different areas of the game. It's going to be super awesome for the faction wars, and someone the high-end arena that can be an amazing defensive person. She has the continuous heal on her A1. She has basically every damn debuff in the game right here on the A2. A3 is removes all debuffs from all allies, then places a block debuffs for 2 turns, also heals all allies by 35% of their max HP, and a further 5% for each debuff removed from them. She's amazing. Wow, I love her for that. And then this one, the passive Reflect, is really cool. When receiving any debuffs, instantly transfers them from this champion to the attacker. So all those people like Calvalex, you know, Hegemon, anybody actually in the game that's hitting her with some kind of debuff, it's be amazing. But for the arena, like those guys that start the match off first, Kaimar maybe, for example, put the sleep on you. She's awesome for that. I love her for that. Okay, so Birangiri, I don't have him either, but I would really love to get Birangiri. He's like a solo monster for, I guess, Bommel. You got the A1 has a provoke. The A2 has AoE stun, which is 60%. It's pretty high. Pretty high. There's not many people in the game that have something like that. Armina's another one. You have the strengthen buff on all allies, also places a shield buff, and then the shield buff is equal to 15% of the target's max HP. Really awesome ability right there. Not very many people have that in the game, actually. It's a very sought after ability, strengthen, AoE, 25%. And then Soulmonger, which is how he solos, heals his champion by 50% of their max HP whenever an ally or an enemy dies. Aura is increased ally resist in all battles by 40. Then we have Taragi, who's an amazing tank. This guy's pretty badass. So he's got the passive, places poisons. When attacked, has a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff on the attacker for 2 turns, occurs once per hit. We got the A1, decrease attack. The A2 is attacks all enemies and a provoke. The A3 places a shield and an ally protection, as well as a reflect damage. Also heals his champion by 25% of their max HP. The heal increases by 2.5% for each poison debuff on the enemy team. Very cool champion right here. Really love this dude. Pretty unique. And then for the voids, we got Gimbo. And this guy's a badass right here. He's a hard hitter. So in the arena, this guy hits super hard. He will basically go through your unkillable buffs. So those man-eaters in the faction wars ain't going to be standing no chance against this guy. So the A1 has attacks one enemy 2 times, increase or steals the increased attack buffs, then attacks all enemies on the A2, 80% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs by 1 turn, kind of like Arbiter's effect. This effect cannot be resisted on critical hits, 100% chance when booked. The A3 is where he gets super cool, places a 30% chance of increased crit rate buff, places a 30% increased crit rate buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion for 3 turns and grants an extra turn. Flinty, the passive immune to decreased attack debuffs, will ignore unkillable buffs when attacking under an increased attack buff. So you hit with that A2, hits super hard, usually wipes out people, pretty badass. You start off with the A3, go into the A2, I mean it just wipes out people. He hits super hard. So a couple decent champions, Kyoku and Ryo are definitely top tier. Gensen's pretty good. Birangiri, Solo Master, Taragi's super awesome. Gimbo, again, another awesome one if you don't have them. The Shadowkin faction, there's actually some pretty good options available in this 10 times event. Not mad at it at all. I'm glad we didn't see a Lady Kimmy rerun again. We've seen a couple of those. And Kyoku's actually been in a couple of these 10 times events too recently. So if you guys are going to pull for the 10 times, good luck. If you guys are already set with the faction wars, good luck getting up to the brand new 21 floors. All right, so I actually would like to get Birangiri. I don't have them, so while the 10 times event is here, we do have to get lucky, obviously, of course. But, you know, I'm going to pull the 3 sacreds and see how it goes. Here we go. Oh, shit. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Oh, I got so excited there for a second. And who is it? It's Rorik. Rorik, we already have you, Rorik. Not completely terrible. He's already pretty good for my faction wars, but I don't need another copy of him. So we'll see what we do with him. Probably just throw him into the faction bin, or maybe even put him in some life tokens. Rorik. Ah. Got basically some kind of a counterattack ability here. Deals 15% more damage to bosses and receives 15% less damage from them. Immune to stuns. Got the counterattack. He's got this decreased turn meter and also AoE stun. He's not terrible. Here we go with number 2. Uggo. Uggo's amazing. She's got the block debuffs. Got the heal. Got all kinds of cool stuff going on with her. Decreased defense. By block buffs, debuff. And then she also can resurrect. All the allies are dead. So, looking for Birangiri though. So here we go, last one. Maybe get a legendary, who knows? Birangiri. Oh, we got Aox the Rememberer. So he's a brand new one for me. I haven't got him yet. He's a new one. Let me check him out real quick. A1 attacks enemies 2 times. Each hit has a 10% chance of placing a 5% poison. Up to 30% chance when booked. But sniper for 35% chance. Attacks one enemy. Heals all allies by 10% of their max HP. Heals each ally by an extra 2.5% for each debuff on the target. Okay, it's kind of tricky and a little weird. Weight of Aeons. Places a 50% decrease attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Also has a 75% chance of decreasing each enemy's turn meter by 20%. Places a 30% decreased crit rate debuff on the target for 2 turns. They have 50% or more turn meter after the turn meter decrease. Okay, another little tricky one. He has an extra ascension ability. Steward of Time, passive. Increases the duration of 2 random debuffs on the attacker by 1 turn when attacked. Occurs once per hit. Kind of cool. Could be like cool for like the clan boss or something. And he has increases ally accuracy in Doom Tower battles by 60 aura. Okay, so new guy, Lizardman faction. I'll have to try him out. No Birangiri, but you know what? We had to go. We had to try, right? You never know how things go. And we got a legendary. Wow, we pulled Rorik. I mean, it could have been a way better legendary, but at least we got one, you know? So, kind of disappointed, but also not disappointed. Wow, so that's it for me, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys take it easy. Have a great day. Peace.